Hey, Gales and guys, it's Christopher Mosier from MyMediaHelper.com. And what else is there to do at 2 a.m. in the morning but talk about death? Why not? We're all going to go there. We're all going to die. I hate to tell you. It could be today, it could be tomorrow. I don't know. It could be 20 years down the line, but we're all gonna punch our ticket. What do they say? Every dog has their day. This dog doesn't really care. This dog has lived enough life, and if I go to sleep tomorrow and don't wake up, I'm not going to be, well, I won't know it, will I? I wouldn't be totally, I wouldn't cry about it, but I'd be dead. So it doesn't really matter. This is very morbid so far to start in the morning. Anyways, I have several YouTube channels. I have several Google accounts and TikToks and Pinterests and so on and so forth. So what happens when you die? What happens to you when you die? You go into the ground, you go up into a magical world. Who knows what the hell happens to you? More importantly, what happens to your social media? What happens to your websites and your YouTube account, your Google accounts? So this time out, I'm going to show you that you can actually have people join these accounts. So if something does happen to you, they can go in and do something with them. My desire would be to the fact that someone picks up the mantle, so to speak, either continues the channel or at least profits from the channel, right? I have this is the channel I have monetized. So I would like someone to carry that on or at least reap the benefits. Not that this channel makes a lot of money, but if they can get a couple, lunches out of it during the month, then and it's better than nothing, right? It's better than a kick in the nuts, as they used to say. It's better than a stick in the eye, they used to say, but I changed it. So what we're going to do this video, and what I'm just drawing this out to tell you is I'm going to teach you how to go about adding someone to your, most specifically your YouTube and your Google account. I find that the most important for my case, and then other social media. So if something does happen to you, if you get hit by a bus today, and what are you doing in the middle of the street? All right, so just grab your coffee and get yourself ready and take a pee and then come on back and all right, I'll show you how to do this. So now if the old adage is true and only the good die young, then I should be around to at least 130, 140 years old. But just in case I'm not, I want to go ahead and add someone to all my social media, the ones that allow me to, especially YouTube. I mean, here's how much I made this year. So far, it's February. Right now, I'm not monetized. I had to correct some things, and I can go back and monetize April 7th, I think. But that's what I made so far, mostly in January. So certainly, I mean, it's a good chunk of change there. So I certainly want to give that to somebody if something happens to me. I mean, everyone can use $500 extra, $500 a month, right? So that's what I'm going to do in this particular video. Now, there is a way to download another person's YouTube account. I'm not going to focus on that in this particular video. I'm actually going to make a separate video on that, so seek that out. It's not up yet, but I will get it up this week. There's various programs where you can download different videos, thumbnails, both. They work pretty well. I've used them before. I'm amazed I never made a video on it. I searched all my videos and there's not one there, but that's neither here nor there. This is going to be a link in the description. So as you can see, submit a request regarding a deceased user's account. And you can go ahead and read through this. You can contact and reach out to Google if need be. If you're not happen to do what we're doing now, and hopefully you're doing what we're doing now, and then sharing it with the person that you're allowing to manage your account. I guess when you're dead and you're in a coma, you're missing, whatever the hell the case may be. You're, I don't know, kidnapped by aliens. Who knows? So there is a way to do it if you're not a part of the account. Which this will be the link in the description. The much easier part would be, right, adding someone. And I'm not someone with a lot of friends. My mother's of age. She's 83, 84 years old. I have a sister. I don't necessarily want to leave that to her, not for any issues between us. I just don't think the level of care would be there. And then I do have a lady friend who I trust, and I would, at this point in my life, I'd like to add her to this. So in case something does happen to me, happens to me. She's got a couple kids. Who knows? Maybe they take over the mantle. I mean, again, I might be around for 40 more years, God forbid. So if you link from here, as you can see, you link to this inactive account manager. It's going to send you here. And then you can read down all these instructions. I'm not going to go over them for you. I'm just going to point out this link right here. So you click on that link and you're brought here. Inactive Account Manager. Plan what happens to your data if you can't use your Google account anymore. So I'm 6 feet under, and I'm going to hit Start. And then here, after 3-month inactivity, we'll contact you 1 month before this time is up. We will only trigger the plan you set up if you haven't used your... Okay, so that's fair. 3 months, I mean, is a good... You can do it for 6 months. I don't see, unless I'm traveling to Zimbabwe or something and I get kidnapped by the local natives, I don't anticipate being away from my Google account for more than 3 months, so we'll leave it at that. That's my phone number. If you want to call me, leave nice messages. I screen all my calls, so you're not going to contact me. You're not going to get a hold of me. So that's my email address for this particular channel, so feel free to email me at any time. So I don't give a shit if anyone knows that information because it's all online anyways. So this is choose who to notify and what to share. So you can choose up to 10 people for us to notify if your Google account becomes inactive. You can also give them access to some of your data. So I want to give her access to as much as possible. Not only not only my Google and YouTube accounts, but me. Okay, so all right, so I'm going to do this. I'm not going to share her email address or anything like that. So it's pretty simple. Add a person, put their email address in, right? If you use Gmail, you can also set up an auto reply that will send after your account becomes inactive. This will inform anyone who emails you that you're no longer using this account. So obviously, just it's pretty self-explanatory. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, and then we'll get back to it. Actually, what I can do is just add a person and put in like a generic email address just for this particular example. So, oops. I will put in admin at, wish my fingers would work, at admin.com. Son of a bitch.com. All right. And then if you hit next, then you can decide what you want to have them access to. Now, I would want her to have access to everything. All right. And then we would go next. Enter their phone number, which I will do. So obviously, you can do the same thing. And then set auto reply if need be. I don't know if I really need to do that, but we'll go next. So decide if your inactive Google account should be deleted. Delete. No, I certainly don't want to delete it. So let's review and then confirm plan and then send confirm. All right. So as it says, they have your account will be considered inactive 3 months after you stop using. And I believe what it says, if we go back, it says they have 3 months to access it. So let's make sure that's correct. Next. So if you want to share, choose from the list. They will have access for 3 months after your Google account becomes inactive. So inactive for 3 months, and then they have 3 months to do whatever they need to do. And then after that point. So secondary, which I really think I'm going to do both actually. So if you go here onto your Google account, where you want to go is to, let's get this the hell out of the way. Let's go to settings. And so I want permissions. So I'm going to invite. All right. And then I'm going to put her email address in here. And then I'm going to make her manager because I can view everything, manage permissions, go live, create, edit. I want her to do everything. I want her to do it all, baby. Well, I'm sorry. I'm like way out of camera range. So I'm going to do both. And then you just you save and then that's it. And then we'll move on to other social media. I'm going to complete this and then we'll move on. All right, so now she is added to my YouTube and my Google. And then there's one other thing that you can do, which I also suggest, and I'm going to do this. I just need to update information. So you can also do a spreadsheet and, hey, give them your login, your passwords. So I have this spreadsheet, which I need to go through and update. I blacked this out because this is my login and my my passwords, and this it goes up and up. There's tons of stuff, but why not just get to the core, right? Get into the initial login and password. So I'm going to update this and send this file to her as well. All right, and then there's 3 ways for her to get in, and yeah, everything's hunky dory. If anything, ever happens to me, um, yeah. So let's go to Twitter. I'm gonna knock these out pretty quickly now that we did the first one. It's all pretty self-explanatory. And not all social media does this, but most of them do. So let's get into where the hell am I going? Let's get into go to your Twitter or your X, whatever they're calling it this week. All right. So if you do hit the security and accounts and delegate, it looks like they have to invite a member. I'd highly doubt that she's not she's a social media person. I highly doubt she's on X or Twitter. So I'm not even going to worry about this. But if there's someone on there that you know on Twitter, you can delegate what you want as far as they're concerned. There I am right there. God damn it. All right. So you hit that. And then you can make them an admin. And then you can send invites. And then send invites. And then you can invite another member, so on and so forth. So again, they're not a part of Twitter. I'm putting together this spreadsheet. So when I do kick the proverbial bucket, she can get into all my accounts and take all my money. And not that there's a lot, but I'd want to leave it to someone. If there's anyone I'd want to leave it to, it would be her at this point. So, all right. So now for Facebook, let's go there. So go to your page that you want. So I have several pages. This just happens to be one of them. And we want to go to professional dashboard. So if you scroll down under your tools, you'll see page access. So either you can assign a task, obviously, or Facebook access. So I'll add new and just read this up. And then you can just add in whoever you want. And there's all my friends there, and I think they're all my friends or people. No, I guess they're anybody. I guess your friends pop up first. So, for instance, I'd add Jeff, and then allow this person to have full access, which I would, and then I give access, and they would get a message just stating as such, and they can go in there and do whatever the hell they want, and I can do that with each page. So that's good. That's how you do that with Facebook. So what you can do for Instagram, and I mean, you can do the same thing here for Facebook. So there's a couple ways to do it for Facebook, but just go into your business.facebook.com, your business center, and comes right to it. So you can invite people. So let's go here, and then we'll put in our dummy email address again. So that's admin@admin.com. All right, and then it's pretty, again, Barbers. It's just self-explanatory to what you want to give them control of. So we'll manage. See what's down here. View advanced. Finance. It's up to you, I suppose. So business assets. I have two. I have Facebook and Instagram. So yeah, I want to confirm. And go next and continue. Business assets not assigned. So business account assets. Oh, okay. But I did do that. But anyways, those are the two. And then you send invite, and then you just wait until they get their email and they acknowledge the invite. And then again, like I said before, you just send them the login and the password, and you don't even have to do that. But this is if you're not going to do that, or even if you want to add people when you're live to your business account. All right. So, this is another video that I'm going to do next. So TikTok Business Center. Yeah, go into TikTok. This is for TikTok to add an admin. So you can get started. Open a business account. So I linked mine to TikTok. Oh, you got to click on this thing. To TikTok. Should be already authorized. So I already did this, I thought. Pretty sure I already did this. Let's go here. Okay, here it is right here. Yeah, I don't know why it was asking me all that stuff again, but if it does and you know you already have an account, there you go. There's only one member. And so this is my business account. And then we go to users, build your team. So I suppose you just hit that, invite members, add a partner. I guess you can go that way. Let's go here and see what we can do. Assign it to assets, advertiser accounts. There's a bunch of stuff you can do here, I guess. Set account relations. So let's go back to users. Oops, I'm sorry. Let's go to members. Let's invite a member. All right, here we go. This is what we want. So you just put in the email address right there, and then you hit the invite. And again, they get that in their email box, and so on and so forth. So the other two I'm going to do is Pinterest and geez, I can't even think of the goddamn name. Snapchat. That's what I was trying to think of. So anyways, you go into your business, snapchat.com. I'll have these links down in the description if you're not exactly sure how to get there. There's roundabouts ways to get there, but these are the most direct routes. So go into your business account and add members. And notice these are business accounts. Your personal accounts, really all you can do mostly, except for like Google, is give them your login and your password. But let's invite a member here. And then there you go. The same deal we've been doing, right? Put in their email address. You're going to assign a role for them. You're going to invite and yada, yada, yada. It's just a matter of knowing where to go more than knowing how to do it. I'm sure y'all can figure that part out. Y'all. All right. So there's this one. I got to remember how to do Pinterest. I think you go to Business Manager. I'm pretty sure you go there. There you go. So employees, I guess they call them employees on this one, or I call them collaborators and call them employees. I don't have any of those. Obviously, can same deal. Add them as manager. They can do whatever the hell they need to do. And let's see, manager can add and delete employees and partners, create ad accounts, assign and revoke permissions for employees and partners, and enforce. So as indicated and over indicated is to the fact that you can just I would just create some type of document and get it to the person, your estate, or what have you. However you're planning your demise. It's always something great to talk about. However you're planning your demise, put that information together. I would do it sooner than later. You might be around 50 years. You might be around 50 more minutes. We don't know, right? So that's just my advice to you. That's ways you can go in and add people to your accounts, even if you want to add them to in a business sense. But yeah, gals and guys, I'm sorry, so morbid, so early in the morning. I'll edit this up and get it out there. And if you have any questions, certainly put them down in the description. I wanted to say one other thing. I think I forgot what to say. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. So I'm going to put this link in the description, but you can look for it. Mastering social media backup and download your data. So that's another thing you could do is the video is how to back up your data. I keep it on a external hard drive over here, which I'll show in that particular video. So that kind of goes hand in hand with this. So you'll always have the information, or a loved one will have your information. Your information, your content will continue. I mean, the amount of work that you've put into your content will continue even beyond the grave, which is something for creators to be happy about. I suppose I want my stuff to last as long as it can last. Who knows what YouTube or social media will be in 200, 300 years? How our creations, how our material will be utilized or used, if at all. And I wish I was around to see how that comes to fruition. But we'll all be dust. We'll all be dust in the wind, my friends. So on that note. Thank you very much. Please subscribe to the channel. I appreciate everyone who has done to date, and please like this if you happen to like this video, and like it if you didn't. If you thought it sucked, certainly like it, and then please share, and then hit the bell for updates. All that bullshit we have to say at the end of every video so we can build our channels. So beyond that, I wish you all peace, and I'm going to my next video. So I'll talk to you soon.